Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. It is our Star Trekkers run. It's been a few days since I recorded this one. Unfortunately, real life has been getting in the way. But what I did do, after recording the last batch, is work a lot on what I want the layout of the ship, or at least the outline of the ship to be. And in fact, you can see there it's non-forbidden here, so we're going to actually lay down the outline of the ship as much as possible. Even if we don't have enough capacity, or if we don't have enough grav light panels, that's going to be fine. We're still going to work on this outline. And what we're going to do, actually, before we spend all of it, we are going to want to unlock the shuttle tech, because we're likely going to have to do some shuttle-based mining trips to the asteroids or to one of the other sort of grav lighty sort of sites that we know on the world. I think we've got, one over here with an extra grav core that we may be interested in looking at. Looks like there's some cleaning going on there. I don't remember why I decided on this home zone, but I guess it's probably fine. I suspect the clean will mostly wrap itself up at some point here, and we do have some temporary workers to perhaps help out with some of that. I don't know. Now, one thing I'm not going to be as concerned, I'm not going to worry about perfect internal symmetry with all of our walls, although I still will want a general sense of symmetry. Certainly on the outside and like major structural walls, I want that, but we may allow for like separate like internal partitions in different areas where it makes sense. A conversion of Colmia, is that someone we're actually... Oh, it is someone we're actually working on converting. So now you are going to be recruited, nimble with a fair deal of skills, a little bit of a scar there, but that's going to be okay. All right, that sounds fine. Level 18 construction, go Riveter. Very nice. So we've got our research labs, we've got that. We might, depending on our capacity, we might focus on actually getting our 10 forward set up sooner rather than later, even though it's not really going to help with the ship taking off. But I think I'm like accepting the idea that this ship is going to be in this place for a little bit. We'll probably try to move more of our actual base operations into the area we've outlined as a ship, and then maybe we could tear some stuff back, because I'm planning expanding back here. But I suspect the first iteration of the ship won't have that. We'll probably just have like the small thrusters on the back here, just enough to have this thing take off and not worry too much. Vagabonds desire resources. I mean, we want to be nice. That's a lot of medicine. We can do it. I mean, we don't actually have like the goodly sort of we must do charity thing. But I mean, people are asking for medicine. How do we say no? We can't. We cannot say no. Cannot say no. Selecting a colonist and right click. Spork is gonna go ahead and do it. Or at least initiate it. I don't know if other people will help or not, but kind of hurts. We'll put an allow on this wolf because it's going to have to get moved out of the way. A few of these things might have to get moved out of the way. I might have to give some hall commands or something. We shall see. Oh, the charity quest. It's true altruism because we don't get anything out of it. I mean, I don't know if this is one of the ones like when you have people stay with you, if like a few days later they contact you and are like, oh, thank you for helping us. Here's another thing. Certainly we're not being promised anything like that. So it is a truly altruistic act. Ugh, I hate it. Where's just the regular hull? Over here for these rocks. And actually, you know what? Put a hull urgently on that critter. Yeah, no storage space. I think we don't allow... We do allow rotten corpses over here. But do we have corpses turned off? We do. If I turn that on, someone should go and move that. There we go. And I'll just toggle it off so that we're not overloading on too much stuff over here. Although, because we are running the allow stuff mod, the allow tool mod, now we have a better allow everything that doesn't unforbid corpses, whereas the built-in one does. A mech's quest. This is harder because we can't just fly off and leave, right? The spaceship stuff makes a lot of the things in RimWorld a lot easier, like not having to worry about mineral resources because we can just move and get infinite amounts whenever we want. It also lets us like dodge some of these tougher quests, but we don't actually have a functional ship right now, and I don't know about that one, especially after. Didn't I have 50-something medicine? And wasn't that quest to give away 30-something? $39. Maybe I had 40-something. I thought I saw 50-something. I mean, it's a good thing we still have lots of herbal meds. We do have the drug bench is set up over there with the make medicine job, which hopefully some will happen. Oh, there we go. Colmia has got to recruit. Oh, and some of our people are leaving. Okay, well, Colmia, let's get you scheduled up. Bam, bam. And then work-wise, almost be hard to choose how to limit you because you can do so many things. You're very poor at constructing. We do have some very good constructor. But yeah, you can fill your time with research. We'll leave it at a 3. Mine if there's anything designated for mining. Otherwise, a bunch of research is fine. I can probably put the craft on for some blocks. I don't know. I guess we could throw on some extra construction. I could put a construction at 3, so you mine first and then construct and then research. I don't know. The researchers might be fine, but we do have a lot. Okay, multi-analyzer is done. I'm going to go straight to shuttle, and by straight to shuttle, I mean I'm going to detour towards transport pods, which is a requirement. We could have researched transport pods earlier, but not much good reason to do that. And yeah, the idea is we're probably going to put the little small thrusters over here. Right, we already got them built. Let me move them now. So technically this ship returns to a valid state. We could do a bunch of internally facing thrusters in this one, which looks ridiculous, but can be explained because, you know, they're not thrusters, they're warp engines or something, and the direction doesn't matter the same way, yada, 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 yada. Jack and Komiya. No, Komiya can fight. In fact, right, you're nimble, which could make you a good candidate for melee, but we're kind of good on melee. So I'll just give you a gun now. I think I remember seeing, yeah, there's an assault rifle kicking around over here. So that's going to be swell. Low medicine, I know. Actually, it's really low medicine now. Oh! Oh, none of this is in our stockpiles anymore. That's one of the things causing problems. Manhunter pack of badgers. Okay. Yeah, okay. Some of our accounts are going down because I'm moving the shelves, and that causes the stuff to be dumped, and then it's no longer in our inventory lists. But that's just because they just haven't been reinstalled yet. Right, we do have the shuttle engine. Wait, Manhunter pack of badgers. Badgers? Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers. Anyway, let's tell everyone to stay inside the walled area for the moment. I do have the door here. I could close this door. Oh, shite. Okay, I'm gonna go and turn corpses on here. All that. I think we're just gonna go and fight them. Lifter 1. Well, I mean, I guess you're still gonna hang out there. I could put more of a restricted area. See, yeah, these got unforbidden at some point. I'm gonna reforbid the rat corpses so that they stop hauling that. Compacted weaponry, go. Where's the pack? Over there. Oh. Who are you? Oh, we had some tribes people still on the map? Well, that didn't work out well for them. All the other doors are okay? Yes. Okay, they're just coming around. Alright. Set up the front line. Now, a bunch of these guys will die to the traps, but there are too many of them for them to all go down. We're not really worried about cover for this. In fact, arguably, what I want to do is maybe stuff this front area just to make sure no one can push past. Oh, we need another shield belt for Yuko so that no one can push back. Jack, you don't have a shield belt, do you? You do. Did I make a job for 3? Jack having one is fine, but so it means we really want a 4th one. Is that over here? Yeah, so let's make a 4th shield belt for Yuko. Not that it's going to help over here. The fire is pretty funny. And then they put it out right away, so it's okay. So some of these won't instantly rot, so we'll get some meat out of this. Not that we're hurting for food. Oh, lifter. God damn it. This is exactly why I was looking at these different restrictions. Oh, commander's out of range. Well, you might just get obliterated again. I guess I need to make... Because I was looking at the zones, there was not an easy zone that would ignore it. I guess I should probably do an actual, like... safe zone. And then... designate that as, like... this area, so you can eat here. In case you need to access something, then you can do that. It's a little late, but maybe the bot will be able to back up here. I guess what we can do is they'll probably come through here and follow. We'll just engage here. Mech's gonna have to get repaired, but kind of figured that regardless. Okay. Unrestrict. Unrestrict. And we'll put a finish off command on everything that's in there, which is the same thing we could do by right-clicking, but with this mod, we don't have to. Hooray! And then someone's going to go and repair the bot. Our Mechanator will go and repair that automatically in a little bit. Go and finish these things off. So some of them will be able to get butchered, some of them will insta-rot, and then we'll just stay there, which we're going to more or less ignore. Who is our Mechanator? Is it Sardine? You look like you got a headpiece, but no. Was it Spork? I think we were talking about doing it with Spork. I don't remember where it shows up. Is it like a head module? Oh, Yuko, who is currently bleeding and being untended, because of course, that's what happens all the time. Riveter, I know that you're a healer. Was Roger also? No. Wolf was, right? Yeah, Wolf. We could have sent Wolf. All right, yeah, you'll do the repair stuff after you've been tended to. Oh, you got the artery blockage. Yeah, I wonder if now we can't harvest a heart out of anyone. What do we need? I guess it's the bionics, right? Well, there's prosthetic heart. Is there a bionic heart as well? It's not showing up in the list on the search. Do bionics not give hearts? There it is. Heart. Okay, so there's definitely something broken with the search. Right? Because I had the same problem when I was looking for the VAC barriers. So you type in VAC. I don't remember if I've done it here. I know I talked about it on my Pirates run. Type in VAC because I was looking for the VAC barrier, and it doesn't show up in the list here at all. It's not in the list. Maybe it's because it's too long. I don't know. So VAC space B, then all of a sudden we can find a VAC barrier, which is under orbital tech, which I was getting confused about. I'm pretty sure in this run I was looking at the the grab ship, the grab tech stuff, and not finding the VAC barrier, but it's under orbital tech. Failed, put in spike. Okay, that's fine. Actually, how are we doing on stored wood? We've got tons of it, so that's fine. Yuko, could you go and maybe repair Lifter 1? Kind of ridiculous it's gone on this long. Thank you. Lifter 1 is up, but clearly still in need of repairs. If something got interrupted, or you do just one repair enough to get it up at first. Oh, now it's out of power. So carry it to the recharger now, please. There we go. All right, good. All right, we still have some weapons that are being stored there. We actually have an excess weapons, although some of them are going to get smelted down here, which is good. Things still got to be hauled over there. I could increase the haul priority, but I'm not gonna. You know what? I will leave the clean on 3s. It was on the 3 for everyone except maybe the researchers. Maybe I'll do that. Because the idea is make sure the people who are good at researching actually get to the bench and give other people a extra filler. I guess I could give those people a haul too, but we do have a haul bot. It's charging right now. Oh, I need a multi-analyzer built. Oh, I don't have enough components. We don't have fabricator. Tell me if there's more components to mine on the map. Okay, there are, but not very many. Do I have advanced components? Okay, I do. So... Oh, I can't look for fabrication until I get the multi-analyzer down. Okay, we really need to buy some more modules then, or components then. We don't have ships to deconstruct. I could do some exploratory digs, like we might be able to find more components in some of these walls. Maybe over here? Maybe over here. I mean, conceivably there could be some in here. There's not a lot of space for it, but it's possible. Damn. Yeah, we really need a merchant. We have, do we have a radio thingy? No. You know what? I have this extra space left over here. If I just move you over and then move this up, I can put a trade beacon here. Which is not centered, but it'll definitely reach everything. In fact, it might have even reached everything from the corner. I'm not sure. But then we need the console as well, which can't be moved. So ideally, I'd like to only construct it one time. Oh, we do have enough for all of this. Oh, good. Okay. Well, finish the orbital tech because it'll take 2 seconds, but then we'll definitely go for fabrication after that. We don't have any regular components. Although, no, wait, hold on. We might actually have components. We just can't tell because they're not in our storage. Although, I don't see it. We'll see if things change once it gets installed, but yeah, I'm not entirely confident. Trade beacon eats a component as well. And then we'll need some for the display. I don't know. We'll wait to see if the number goes up, and then what? Send a little. Let's do fabrication first. Maybe we send a little caravan to another tile just to mine out some components. Now, one of the issues we do have with the nutrient-based sensors, we don't have a cooking setup, which means we're not getting survival meals. Those pemmikins could also be a possibility. And the thing with pemmican is people might eat the pemmican at a lower priority than some of the others. Sometimes we get the issue where we build survival meals and people grab those. I think partially is they do try to grab them in their inventory, which I don't think we can do anything about. We could just prevent them from eating survival meals completely in the food policies, but it's really annoying to micromanage. I'm wondering if pemmican might actually lead to a better thing that way. I don't know if we have the tech. No, and it's super cheap. Let's quick build that. And then we'll go back to fabrication, which is much more expensive. And then we'll have to build a little kitchen table, which ideally would be in its own room flagged as kitchen for maximum speed, which, I mean, we could go and just build a little wall area to make it count. Maybe I just should. Maybe I should build a little mini kitchen. So if I do this, technically people can stand on the work spot. But I think what I'll do is I will make it just a tiny little bit bigger. Like so. And I'll need another light so that this room stays lit. Oh, do we need components for the cooking table? That would be... Well, we can make a campfire instead, I suppose. We do need 2 components. Although... Oh, we have 31 components. Okay, so we actually are fine component-wise. I thought it's possible that it's just not on the shelf, therefore it's not counting. I guess I could put a stockpile zone over there with like a low priority or something, but we'll do that. And then the comms console does feel like it should be on the ship, right? I think I can move the piloting thing. Yeah, you can. I could put it here. And the comms console opposite, although I think they need separate interaction spots, so that might not work. Okay, I think I'm just going to build it somewhere in the base. I don't know if you have like an inherent... I mean, you don't have a room type requirement. I don't know if you contribute to a room type. But let's go ahead and set this up. Someone needs to go and rebuild that light, maybe. A little faster. Such a small little project, then you don't have to work in the dark. We can put some sterile tiles down or something to help with the cleanliness of this spot. I don't know if we can get the food poisoning on pemmican. Probably we can. Should be less than great. Oh yeah, I don't have the pemmican tech yet. Which I'm assuming you can make at the stove. It doesn't have to be at a campfire. All right, let's go back to fabrication. Pemmican, there we go. Times 4. Now, this number has to be pretty big with pemmican, right? Because I think each pemmican, yeah, it's like very small. Each unit of pemmican is a very tiny amount of nutrition, I think. I'm going to set it to like something like, I don't know, 300? Okay, we can summon this. But yeah, because we have the comms console. Do we want the next tier of the mech stuff? I mean, probably. I think they'll attack us. What if they set up a little base and we don't have mortars? That might be annoying. I might just wait on doing the actual summon then. Yeah, theoretically, the ship could take off right now. Oh, we're just over our limit. Kind of sort of as expected. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll do a shuttle trick to go to another place. Although, yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Which is going to be a lot trickier, because those places that have the grav cores do tend to take a while to clear. So I'll probably end up building a mini base at the other side. Right? With the pirate run, it's not so bad, because we're just dropping our ship there every time. I can't. I guess Roger's a social person. There's the question mark. Oh no, Roger, you're doing your marriage ceremony. Oh, I hope I haven't interrupted it completely. We'll continue. Consider picking up more neutromine, not the pemmican, not this. Bioferrite, as it turns out, is insanely OP, but I don't know if I'll worry about that. It is really good. That's not enough to do anything with, though. We'll sell the seed, because I'm not doing anything with you. I have a construction skill trainer we should consume. I've got enough gold for everything I need. I don't think I need to buy anything else from these guys. You can get a pair of alpacas, but I don't think that's our vibe. I could buy more plasteel. That might not be a terrible idea. Let's do that, because there's none on the map. We might end up needing it. Okay, hopefully Roger can still make his wedding. Late for your own wedding, because someone asked you to do trade. Bandit quest, camp loot, Neanderthals. I don't know. It's not raiding people like that. I mean, you know, if people are complaining that there's a threat or something, you know, we've got to be safe from pirates. Yeah, okay, but... yeah, see, this doesn't sound like our sort of thing. I'll probably just... like, get rid of these notices entirely. Like, logging site. We're not going to go and raid these places. So, I'm just going to get them away. Hopefully that clears them from the map. I don't know if it will, but hopefully reduces a little bit of the map clutter. And that'll be okay. All right. So, some things are still have to be moved over. That's okay. Schedule and happiness. That's almost certainly for Barnett, our night owl, and he just doesn't sleep enough. Barnett's become an adult. Ooh. Age 13, you can do everything. Okay. Well, let's double up on a plant passion. Be nice to double up in your construction passion, but it didn't come up in the list. That's a darn shame. You do have the inherent penalty to cooking because you're a robot and you don't have taste buds. You don't have the melee passion. I mean, you're bad at combat regardless. I don't know. I guess, okay, we can give you intellectual because research can always be a good filler, especially for people who don't have to sleep. You're bad at social. I don't think we need the animal stuff. We could just give you cooking or shooting, and then, you know, maybe you'll develop a few skills. It will take a long time, though. Wow, these are really bad traits. These are terrible traits. Body modder is going to be the best one. Well, I mean, give you some bionic parts, but depressive, lazy, body purist is fine-ish, but we don't want that. Slowpoke is bad. Misogynist doesn't cause that many problems, although obviously it will lead to certain types of social fights and things, and, you know, just seems like a bad idea. So we'll take body modder. So not the greatest there for Barnett, but it'll do. We could set up a trade caravan as well, but I mean, that's kind of what the shuttle's going to be for. Which, we can put down now. Right, we need the multi-analyzer. Oh, but I haven't researched it. Yeah. So what do you need to build? 6 components. Oh, that's very buildable, actually. I was worried it was going to be something like, and 12 advanced components. No, the shuttle is perfectly manageable. Happy I got the extra plasteel. Steel is running low, although that might be a storage thing. You know what? I don't think it is a stockpile thing. I think we legitimately do need more. So we'll do that. But hearts botched. Our food situation is fine. We did get a little bit of extra meat too, which helps. Where was that construction skill trainer? I guess I can just do a search for it, since I probably won't be able to see it. Skill. Right there. So, decayed and took some damage outside. Trains a specific skill. Doesn't give passion. I think it just gives a bunch of XP in a particular category. So in theory, what we'd want is someone who's been kind of assigned to construction but isn't that great yet. So maybe Sardine. I'm going to get you to use that. I hope I'm correct in that it just gives a bunch of XP in it. Oh, wow, you got tons of levels. Okay, because you went from 6 something to 13 something. That's actually insane. When you get a tech print and you research it, I think it gives 2,000 XP for research, but it's not multiplied by passion. The skill trainer might get multiplied by passion, because that was a shocking amount. Okay, I'm really happy we used that up. An assault rifle over here. Do we want to switch someone over to that? Is this just that's a good quality SMG. Excellent. Normal SMG for a normal assault rifle. And Barnett wants body modification. We could give you a regular prosthetic, but how about we wait until we get bionics? And that will be a pretty nice thing for us to grab if we can, because we also need a bionic heart. Now, the fabrication bench can't be moved once constructed, and it would be really nice to get it in the right place in the first place. So, one of the things I want to do here is I did want to figure out the freezer placement, because I'm kind of committed to getting our freezer over here. So, obviously, we've got the area that will be worked on by our light. If I go to furniture, sun lamp, right, there we go. So, I have this ledge perfectly set up for that. And it means we're going to need a wall along this. Now, this is going to go away. And we know we're going to want a wall around this stuff. And then that's going to be... Did I already set it to be no roofed? I didn't, but no roof on top of this. Some sort of door for access. What I'll do is I'll just leave it open for now, because it doesn't actually matter. But then the idea is this becomes the freezer, including a couple of coolers like here and here. Let me just save some components by not building those right away into this cooler, and then the nutrient-based dispenser can come over here. And yeah, it's possible that because we are building cooler here, a freezer, we won't have the same symmetry over there, but that's going to be okay. The main wall is going to be the same, because it's also going to have a growing area over there, because this is going to get torn down, because we're going to have the double hydroponics. Not for a while, I suspect. I don't think we'll need 2 hydroponics for a while. So what'll probably happen is these walls will get reformed to match the hydroponics room layout, but will still be just a big storage room. So I think I will go through trashing that, which is going to eat 3 more components. We'll get probably a couple back, because we got, what, 75%? So it's still going to be a loss. Maybe I'll hold up a little bit. But I'm almost certainly going to want this. Well, I'll probably want a hallway. I don't know. People can walk through this center area. And it's probably going to have sideways hallway doors here into whatever. I guess here, right? Or that gets walled and then this becomes the hallway. Maybe that was the idea. It's still going to be a while because, I mean, first of all, we just don't have the ship part, like, capacity to... Like, we're not going to be taking off with any of this. So we're still taking our time a wee bit on that. But yeah, fabrication, just to make sure we're okay with getting our components. We don't even need the advanced fabrication right away. The important thing is that we use 2 of our advanced components on the fabrication bench before we do too much else. And I think we're probably just going to have to put it in here. I don't think we're going to have our fabrication area quite figured out here yet. So, unless it just goes over here, like this lab might move completely, or just a little, I'm not sure. Bulk goods trader ship. Oh, lovely. Roger, could you give him a ring? And, okay, Kibble Pemmican we're going to keep. I'm not going to sell Hitomi because that would upset Wolf. And that's no good. Buy chem fuel, I don't think we need to do that. We're going to neutromine for the moment. We don't have a bunch of spare cash. Let me see about buying these components. And I'll sell the Yayo, the Wake Up, and the Go Juice. That's fine. Gravelite panels we could buy, which is interesting, but I don't think we're going to. Steel, uranium, no. We got 2 reinforced barrels we're going to keep. Going to keep the beer. Learn artistic skills. These aren't very high quality books. Sternograph tech now, it's fine. Let's sell... Oh, I have uranium plate armor that is not equipped on anyone. That really needs to happen. We get some weird shuffling going around. Although we could sell it for a crap ton of money. Or I could just buy less components and things, but I really don't want to do that. Let's sell this leather. You know, oh, this ambrosia. Actually, yeah, let's sell all this ambrosia. That's fine. Now, Riveter, where are you? What are you wearing? Plate armor, but only steel. Steel. Yuko, who is actually not a damage-resistant base. Yeah, you're going to get the excellent uranium plate armor. Because you aren't a robot and you aren't a gonkling, so we definitely need you to have really good armor. And you do have the shield belt. Good, that was built. And then, yeah, you still have one kicking around, which is fine. Jack doesn't fight, but we may as well get them protected. So that's feeling very good. Yeah, okay. Super pleased with this. super pleased with the way the layout is progressing. I'm still not 100% sure about all the details, but a bunch of them. And yeah, this ends up being a little weird. Probably a door. Do we door here? And that can be a vac barrier so that we don't have to worry about building an airlock, but that way we can transition from a growth area directly into the freezer. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. A little masterwork shirt. So the vac barriers, in addition to like blocking oxygen leaks, also prevent temperature from going through. So they're perfect for your sort of airlock transitions into your freezers and things, because it will stop the cold air from leaking out, which, I mean, is great for keeping things cold here, but also this needs to stay nice and warm, so we don't want that to happen. And people don't have to spend time opening and closing doors, so they're super duper fast. In fact, I think we can probably go and put a hold open on these doors. And this one. And this one. That way people don't have to keep opening and closing doors anymore. We're not worried about temperature leakage in here at this time, or oxygen at this time. And those all might get replaced by vac barriers. Because part of me was like, oh, we can put the auto doors, right? Very Star Trek-y. We'll have to compare the material cost between an auto door and a vac barrier, because we could just build a bunch of vac barriers and pretend they're like the Star Trek style auto doors. Now, I suspect they still break down just as often as anything else, which is annoying because that continues to eat components, but that's one of the reasons I don't intend to use too many auto doors in my base, even though they are good for efficiency and they look super cool, but because they randomly break down and then eat a component, I don't usually use them. So that cremation is up. So we shouldn't need any more graves. Fabrication is done. Lovely. Now please go and do the shuttle. And yeah, I think I will go and just build the fabrication bench in this room right here. Getting advanced components. Well, we've got a few. So we've got enough advanced components to build this. Okay, steel hasn't been brought. Do we allow steel to be stored here? Raw resources. Yeah, so no one's gotten around to it. We don't have a clear the restriction, right? Yeah. So no one's carried that there. That's fine. People are busy, and that's okay. And the lifter bot too. Although it wouldn't surprise me, we're probably gonna need even more steel than this relatively soon. So I'll go and tag another spot to get mined. Yeah, some things are still being hauled there. So I guess this shelf didn't get moved because this area was legitimately full. So that's okay. I think these are all linked. And then if we end up running out of storage space, I can just put down some more shelves here temporarily. We got an eclipse, which is a little annoying with the solar panels, but not really a big deal. We should be fine. Because we still use the geothermal for a lot of our power. So there's a shortage right now, but we got some storage. It's going to be okay. All right, make components, do until I have X. I think I tend to set a 20 here. 20 components seems like a pretty good minimum to keep around. So we don't need any right now, but I really like to have this done, because if you run out before you build this, you get in a really awkward situation where you're desperately waiting for the right kind of caravan to trade you the bits so you can build that, so you can start getting components. Now, the shuttle like landing spots, I don't know how important that is for our own shuttle. When you return to a map where you already have people on, you do get to choose where you land the shuttle. So I don't think the landing beacon is important for our own shuttle work here. Now, I know that currently there is the possibility when you enter a new map, I think it drops a shuttle in a random location. It doesn't give you the landing option like it does with a ship. It's a random location. And I think technically it's possible right now for the shuttle to try to land in the water and then instantly like self-destruct. That does seem to be like, that seems to be a bug type behavior. So if something like that were to happen in our run, we'd probably reload. Like I'll try to do a safety save before we do that. Because why would our people land in the water? Like, just as pure RNG. Like, it's not a failed piloting check. It's nothing like that. It's just the game randomly picked a location for your land in. It's water. Your ship self-destructs. Why doesn't it float in water? Etc. etc. Why can't we make a last-minute correction? Okay, so that steel's now being hauled in. Great. So yeah, now it looks like we've got tons of it, but we are still going to cheat through a few of these things. So that's going to be okay. Yeah, shuttle, and then probably the bionic replacements. Partially to make Barnet happy, partially for the heart, and then there might be one more thing as well. So the eclipse is still going on, and then we're going to go through the night. So we might get a little bit of power brownouts overnight. I'm not too concerned. We got Sardine has malaria. Sardine did not get panoxycline. Oh, my default policy doesn't do the panoxycline. Of course, I have to remember to put everyone on the fun minus beer recipe. Oh yeah, that's fine. Well, hopefully you're going to be okay. I guess I'll tell you, you can have industrial level medicine. Especially since we don't have a proper bed. So yeah, you might need... You got panoxycline now. Well, that's not going to help now. Immunity is just behind. You'll probably be okay. A heat wave. There's no coolers in this block. So let's make sure to keep you nice and cool. This block also doesn't have any coolers. Let's get that. A rat has self-tamed. Rat 1. We're going to release you to the wild. We're not going to butcher a self-tamed rat. It seems rude, but I don't think we're really bringing rats with us. You're not... Oh, power brownouts. That's not going to help. As I say, you should be connected. I guess we'll turn off these research labs. I'll turn off the biofuel refinery. A tiny bit of excess, but then some things are kicking in. But part of me is like, no, let's not worry about turning anything else off. The sunlight's going to come soon. What is this quest here? Oh, yeah. No. I'm fine not fighting those mechs. I think we've got things are going well right now. I think a mech fight would just slow us down and possibly lead to someone else getting killed. It's not, our people aren't glory hounds. I mean, Wolf is like, wow, I want to fight. It's a good day to dye my clothes, but oh, shooting accuracy. Well, you know, maybe that would have been better. Okay, you're still grabbing that, which is a-okay. Power is back. We should be fine. I'm going to go and turn these back on in the biofuel refinery, because otherwise I'm going to forget. And that would be annoying. All right. Rainy thunderstorm. So that might lead to some fires that last even after the rain stops, which is always somewhat annoying. But we'll go and put a cut in here. Plans are progressing, which is nice. And yeah, this is going to get deconstructed here for the new freezer. Possibly sooner rather than later. How are we doing in grab light panel? 60. So we probably could finish, like, well, certainly we could at least finish the freezer room. Although that is arguably inconveniently placed for now, right? Having the freezer over here next to our current crop field is really handy. We could have two on the go at once. Feels a little bit foolish, but might be what happens. But we'll see. The biggest priority, I'm going to say, is getting the shuttle going so that we can perform some key mining operations. Now that we got the fabrication bench and we still have tons of steel on the map, we're not freaking out about components, right? I thought, oh, maybe we'll have to go and just drop next door into one of these hilly areas, set up a temporary base, mine a bunch of components, come back. Instead, I mean, certainly this... What kind of terrain is this on? Scarlands. Yeah. Yeah, mechanoids lurk the shattered buildings. That is sketchy. Hang on. Do we have EMP grenades? Imp. We do have a couple of EMP grenades. Okay, that'll probably be a key part of what we set up. At least one of our people will carry grenades. Possibly two. What I might do is consider converting one of our meleeers, like possibly Yuko, into a grenade holder, and then one of our shooters who might be less good. Like Sardine's not particularly good at shooting. Maybe we give them a grenade as well. So we can have a couple of different EMP cooldowns. One might be enough, actually. Anyways, maybe it's... I mean, the mechs don't tend to run forward. 3 meleeers for those ruins can be good for maybe the wasp traps. But maybe we do just put it on Yuko and not on Sardine. And just have you chuck some grenades with fairly limited accuracy, admittedly. You're not a brawler, so you're not going to complain about holding the grenade. And then the rest can just be on shooting duties, which is kind of okay. We'll have to reorganize our guns and get a really good sense of what our best weapons are, which might mean I'm going to double up this shelf. In fact, I'm going to triple it up and make sure these guys are linked. So these shelves are all set to hold weapons of any kind. They're the important category for all weapons, range, melee, doesn't matter. We'll get some things sorted and we'll know exactly where they are in case there's some that are scattered around. We did have more weapons for a little bit, but a bunch of them did get smelted because they were bad or highly damaged from the raids. Okay, folks, thanks a lot for watching this episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.